improper use of a miter saw, particularly one with a sliding mechanism, can lead to very serious injuries. Recently I saw a video where someone used a hammer to pound free a saw blade that had become stuck in a board while he was trying to cut it to length with a miter saw. He literally took the blade off the miter saw while it was still stuck in the board, and then he destroyed that blade with a hammer to get it free. Here's a relatively minor example that I caught on film several years ago. Note how the blade jams in the kerf and jerks forward and up. This could have been much worse if it weren't for several precautions being taken at the time. And it's important that you understand what those precautions are, because improper use of a miter saw, particularly one with a sliding mechanism, can lead to very serious injuries. A sliding miter saw is not intended to be lowered into the cut and then pulled toward you through the wood. That's a climb cut. In that case, the teeth are rotating down on the wood from above. And like a wheel, the blade wants to climb on top of the workpiece. Instead, a sliding miter saw should be pulled forward above the workpiece, then lowered into the edge closest to you as the cut is made by pushing the blade away from your body. This type of push cut is much less likely to result in a dangerous climbing situation. In my video here, the push cut was being made. So why did the saw still kick up and out of the cut? Because what happened wasn't a climb. The blade didn't walk up on top of the board. Instead, it got pinched in the kerf and tried to stop the blade. And all of that energy has to go somewhere. If you're cutting rough sawn lumber or boards that don't lay flat on the saw because they have a slight twist or a bow in them, as you cut through the wood, the board may begin to settle downward on top of the saw, which could close the kerf and pinch against your blade. Your best option when working with boards that aren't straight is to cut them with a handheld circular saw while one end is hanging freely off your bench or off your sawhorse, so its weight will open the kerf as it falls away. A jigsaw would be an even better option because it doesn't spin in a circle and it's much less likely to bind. There is another option. It's called kerfing. The idea is to score the top surface of the wood with a light cut, followed by another that goes deeper, and so on, cutting through the piece in multiple passes. This technique can all but eliminate incidents of binding. Now I hope these tips mean you never have to destroy your saw blade with a hammer.